All right, shalawam. All right, first off, I want to say all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS, and to the elect out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth, shalawam. All right, so this is GMS Precepts. My name is Nazar Khud, and today we're going to go into, I have here Proverbs, the second chapter, and I want to go into wisdom, okay, and how it's revealed onto his elect. All right, and the scriptures. So if anybody wants to, if you want to obtain wisdom, there's a guideline to it. Okay, there's a blueprint to it. If you want the spirit to open up certain secrets to you, okay, the Most High will do that. Matter of fact, I just thought of another scripture. So let me open up another page here because I just thought of Amos. What is it? The third chapter, I believe it's 3 and 7. Right. It says, this is Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. And that's what he does. He reveals his secrets unto his prophets, man, because the prophets are the one that will go out on the highways and byways and teach the masses. The prophets are the one, if you fast forward in this time, they'll be the ones doing the work. All right. As far as pushing the message to the Israelites, all right, to the tribes scattered abroad, the prophets are gonna be the ones that are gonna speak about the things that are gonna come to pass. They're gonna stress and focus on prophecy, okay. And the Most High reveals the secrets of these scriptures, of these words in His book, to the prophets. All right. Now, how does one obtain that wisdom? Right. Let's read in Proverbs the second chapter. This is Proverbs 2. I'll start at 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and appline thine heart to understanding, yea, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest her for her as hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of the Most High. So it's telling you right here, you gotta seek after wisdom, man. You have to and you have to cry as after her. Now, how does one cry as after knowledge? One cries after knowledge by reading, okay, studying. That's why it says, I believe it's in Revelation, it says, blessed is he that readeth, man. Okay. So you have to be constantly be in tune with the scriptures. You have to constantly be in tune because if you're in tune with the scriptures, especially in the time that we're in right now, you're going to be concerned with prophecy. So you got to match up what the scriptures speak about prophecy with what's going on in the current time. Okay, which right now we're approaching that third world war, man. We're approaching the times that the Most High spake of, all right, concerning before he sends his son down here to deliver the nation of Israel. All right. Okay, so if one wants to obtain those secrets, if those wants to obtain the knowledge, all right, you have to study. That's why it says study to show thyself approved, and also you have to fast through fasting and prayer. That's how one obtains knowledge and the secrets of the Bible. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get I just thought of another scripture. I believe it's Psalms 25. Psalms 25. Boom. Psalms 25 and 14. The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he showeth him his covenant. It tells you in Proverbs the second chapter. If you cries after the knowledge and lift up thy voice for understanding, if you seek her, meaning the her is wisdom, If you seek after wisdom as one does for silver and searches for deep hidden treasures, then thou shalt understand and fear the Lord and find the knowledge of the Most High. So that's who he releases knowledge to. He releases or gives knowledge to the ones that um uh to the ones that do those things, man, as far as fasting and prayer and reading and constantly being um in this book. Okay, that's why the apostles, what do they teach? They stress about being diligent. When one's diligent, then certain things will be opened onto you. Okay, all right, as I continue on, verse 6, it says, for the Lord giveth wisdom out of his mouth, for the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. So knowledge, wisdom, it all comes from who? It comes from one source, and that's the Lord. That's the Most High. All wisdom, knowledge, and understanding comes from Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? It says, for the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. So it says he layeth up wisdom for the righteous, man. Now, in this time frame, the righteous, okay, is speaking about the elect, okay, because the ones that have come back to the Father, the ones that have acknowledged their true heritage, their true nationality, the ones that are calling themselves Israelites, the ones that are spoken about in Hosea, the first chapter, all right, those are the ones that he layeth up sound wisdom for, because those men are going to be the ones that are going to be seeking it. Okay, 2/3 of the nation of Israel are not seeking after the wisdom of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. They're seeking after the wisdom of the world. Okay, which we're coming to a point now where that's just going to come to naught. All right, all the wisdom in this world is going to be darkened, man, by the glory and the light of righteousness through Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi. All right, so it says he layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous, which now is speaking about the elect. Okay, it says he is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. And all right, the ones that walk uprightly are the ones that came back to their knowledge and are keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best of their ability. Man, that's how one is made upright. Okay, we're made righteous. We're made upright by this book, all right, by the law, statute, commandments. Okay, now we understand that we can't keep it to the our fullest capacity, but we can abstain from sleeping with another man's woman. You can abstain from going to the barbershop and getting your hair lined up and getting a fucking Michael Jordan baldy. Okay, you can abstain from eating a pork sandwich. All right, a pizza with pepperoni on it. These are the things you can abstain from. All right, these are things that you can control. But what makes one upright are the laws statute commandments. Now it says, I read it again. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the paths of judgment. He preserveth the way of his saints. All right, then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. All right. So the next scripture I wanted to get, this is Isaiah the 28th chapter. I'll start at the 9th verse. It says, whom shall he teach knowledge? Okay. And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Now let's go break this down. Who is a whom in this verse right here? The whom, in order to be taught knowledge, okay, you have to be an Israelite, man. The whom is the nation of Israel. Now, right now, it's only 1/3 of the nation of Israel. The he is speaking is referring to the Most High. I just read in Proverbs verse 2 and 6, for the Lord giveth wisdom. So we understand that wisdom comes from the Most High. Okay, the Lord giveth wisdom. So it's saying, whom shall he teach knowledge? Computer's fucking up a little bit. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? So it's the Most High that does that. It's the Most High that opens up your spirit to be able to understand these breakdowns and these deep, dark sayings, because this world, they not only can't understand it, okay, they won't accept it, man. So for you to accept and understand that you are of the tribes, okay, for you to understand and accept that the so-called white man derives from the nation of Edom, all right, for you to understand these dark sayings, for you to understand that America is in the scriptures and it's referred to as Babylon, a daughter of Babylon, all right, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. For you to understand and perceive that, that's a blessing, man. And that's the Most High that did that. That's the Most High that opened up your spirit to understand that. Okay? And believe it. All right? So it says, whom shall he teach to knowledge? Whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. All right? Now that's referring to what? The milk. The milk is referring to the foundation, man. All right? The foundation of the whole scriptures, which basically is what the basic scriptures. Okay? Like I just mentioned, the tribes. All right? Knowing that the Lord is if he was walking today, he would be referred to as a so-called Negro. Okay? Those that are weaned from milk and drawn from the breast. So the next scripture I got is in Wisdom. This is Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, 7 and 7. All right, it says, "Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me." So this is again, once again, it's showing you how one obtains understanding. You have to ask for it. You have to pray for it. All right, and fasting plays a big part in that also. It says, "Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me." Okay, I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches, nothing in comparison of her. Okay? Neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as little as sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her. So basically, this scripture is saying that what? Wisdom tops everything. Wisdom tops. You can't equate wisdom with money, man. That's why it tells you in Revelation, thou that art rich, okay, meaning rich in faith. Let me get it, because Revelation is 2 and 9, I believe. It says, I know that works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Speaking about the nation of Israel, okay. How are we rich? We're rich because we have that understanding. Excuse me, we have that understanding. All right, so going back to Wisdom of Solomon, "Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon the Most High, and the spirit of wisdom came to me. I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches, nothing in comparison of her. Neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as little as sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her." Okay, it continues on. "I loved her above health and beauty, and chose to have her instead of light, for the light that cometh from her never goeth out." Okay, all good things together come to me with her, and innumerable riches in her hands. And I rejoiced in them all, because with wisdom goeth before them. And I knew not that she was the mother of them. See, so basically, and that's going to take place in the kingdom. When we have all that, in the kingdom, we're gonna have wealth, we're gonna have riches, we're gonna have, women, all things that come in a king's domicile. But the number one thing that we're gonna have also is wisdom. We're gonna know all things. Okay, we're gonna be made perfect. All right. So the next scripture I got proving that uh wisdom is highly esteemed and is uncomparable to wealth or money or any type of monetary or financial gain. This is Job 28:18. It says, "No mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies." All right. The price of wisdom is above rubies, man. That's pretty plain and to the point. The price of wisdom is above rubies. So I don't care what type of gold or diamond or whatever precious jewel you have, or pearl you have, wisdom tops it all, man. Wisdom tops everything. Okay? So this is last scripture I got is in 1 Corinthians, 3rd chapter. It says 3 and 6. I have planted, Apollos watered. I saw that 5. 1 Corinthians 3 and 5. Who then is Paul and who is Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believed, even as the Lord gave to every man? I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. Meaning the increase is what? You being able to perceive it and understand it in your mind. Okay? Because I can have two people, like for instance, if I'm in the street speaking or prophesying and two people are in front of me, I can tell them they're going to hear what I say. They're both going to hear I'm going to both tell them or prophesy to them in the same way, but the Most High could open one person's mind and not the other person's mind. Or open up, I mean, to understand what I'm saying and to believe in what I'm bringing out in the scriptures. All right? I can give two people the same information, but the Most High can only has the power to open up one of their minds. Okay? And the same thing with this. That's why it says, now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. I meant to read 7. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High giveth the increase. And the same thing with a plant. If you plant something, it's the Most High that increases that plant to grow and to flourish. And it's the same thing with the wisdom. With wisdom, the Most High's wisdom derives from the Most High. I read it again. I guess I'll close it out on this one. Right? Proverbs 2 and 6. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. So all wisdom is given liberally if asked from the Lord. Okay? All wisdom comes from the Lord. All right? So that's pretty much it. To the next show, shalawam.